I will go ahead and go record the next part. So, next one goes to Mieke and Diona. See you tomorrow. And time for the continuation of the omnibus Legend Fes Banner that I was originally going to make it into an omnibus. So, Fervorous, Diva, Diona, and Fashionable Kitty Mieke. Basically, slash supporter and stab attacker. Now, these two, quite interesting, because Diona and Mieke have special abilities specialized for each of the elements. Now, in this case, for this trial battle, I will only live react on the first animation part because it's got a surprise for Diona. So, if you're a fan of idols, or divas in this case, Fervorous Diva, everybody. Now, the two of them are now, Diona and Mieke are actually part of Lara's disciples. You can check on their event story that accompanied it. Alongside, you can also check their debut in story chapter 19. Sorry, I was a bit of a slowdown because I was just recovering from gingivitis. So, Fervorous Diva, slash supporter, she has this single target, 68% damage, 6% break, 106 of weight. After attacking, she'll boost physical attack to all allies that have slash affinity by 10% with a maximum of 20%. Or in this case, it'll also boost the particular enemy's slash damage received by 15% for 2 attacks. This is useful if you want to use Diona on a boss fight that is weak against slash element, basically. Blade of Declaration. This one's slightly longer. I forgot this one has a long description in the Japanese version. Single target as usual, 255% damage, 32% break, 206 of weight. Now, after attacking, she will boost skill power of all attackers with basically slash affinity, 30% to 60% cap this time for 1 turn, and reduce the resistance by 25% for 2 attacks. Now, I think the slash damage received does not counter the resistance factor. This one, the slash resistance debuff will be better because it also accounts to increasing the break damage received if you're going to use a breaker that specializes on breaking shields. I guess the slash resistance debuff is better than letting your ally do just slash damage received boost. So you can combine the damage received towards the enemy and reduce the slash resistance of that particular enemy if you want, that is. Now this also grants 2 effects for all allies for 1 turn. Now before she uses her skill 2, she will reduce status effect resistance by 50%. That is only for 1 turn. It cannot be stacked, by the way. So that allows Diona to, well, prevent any status effect inflictions. But of course, Diona also has a very high chance to inflict paralysis for 1 turn. I forgot to notice that during that trial battle, Heidi apparently sometimes inflicts status effects, but I might be wrong because I forgot that Heidi has the ability to inflict paralysis. So yeah, could be wrong. I forgot to replay that B-roll during that Block and Heidi part. But basically, the increased slash damage and then resist debuff resistance. This also allows to prevent any high chance to have any of your allies get status effect infliction. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Last but not least, glorious showtime. Yes, you can B-roll my live reaction on this one. Alright, gonna get for that shot. Dang! Alright, so this is the only time that I'll be using the voice recording because she has a surprise first skill animation, and I haven't used her that yet during the Legend Fes Breakdown video, so here's glorious showtime. Well, oh, nice! She just basically ripped up the turns and... Huh. The enemy is already down. What's this? The music's... Oh? No! I don't want to get claimed! God damn it! Oh! What is up with my Steam client? Okay. Sorry. I'll give you a replay for the mobile version for those wondering what it looks like. The music turned down. What? Ah no, the Snapdragon 870! That's a nice rose. Now, sorry for the awkward intro for the burst animation. So, single target, 525% damage, 93%, 206 of weight. I think at this point, if you try to 5-star Diona anyways, before the global version closes down, you're less likely going to see this high stat boost unless if you have crystals ready for her. Now, this does have this has like various things. Now, if you have Lara from chapter 16, you'll know that she is a slash attacker. Diona's case, however, she has this status effect, Royal Authority. Now, after attacking, she will restore item gauge by 30%, boost physical attack by 30%, and skill power by 50%. This skill power, I think, in particular, has a maximum capacity of 100%, but I think physical attack also works on this stackable effect, but yeah, all these effects, the physical attack and skill power boost, will work on one ally that has the highest physical attack. If you have a physical attacker, then you know the drill. Yeah, if you have a group slash attacker, then I think you'll be able to take advantage of this one, just to clear out mobs. Although this is only for one turn, that is. Now, if the target is inflicted with any of these status effects, this also includes Royal Authority, which is a special status effect for Lara and then Diona. This will convert one panel of all allies into burst panels. This also creates a burst panel if it's empty. Yeah, even negative debuffs. There's no trade-offs. Just basically, just have any of your target with these status effects: paralysis, sleep, stun, and Royal Authority. So, I think that's very strategic. If you ask me about Diona. So, Destructive Overload 2 boosts skill damage by 20% for all allies and Diva's Soothing Melody. Now, this allows, after using her skill, she'll restore item gauge by 10% and restore all allies' HP by 5%, meaning you can take advantage of her being an item gauge recovery, useful if you're going for upcoming item war, especially if you're going to refuge from the global to Japanese version. I don't think there's going to be any other event other than the Ramrose battle, so yeah. This one, Captivated by the Queen. If you're gonna set her as leader skill, she'll boost all allies' paralysis by resistance by 100%. Basically, they're immune to it. And boost skill damage by 50% if the target is paralyzed. So, using Diona as a stat paralysis attacker, I think this will be useful especially if you're using a team that increases the status effect infliction or boosts stats if an enemy gets inflicted with a status effect, just like Diona. So, yeah, thumbs up! Thumbs up so far. Not double S on my count, but I guess it's more of an A to S. Sorry, I kind of regret looking for Diona, but I do like the appearance, especially in the event story. She has tags for Lantarna, Creator. Now, this Creator is a special tag for Lara Kingdom, basically. I'm pretty sure the list will expand, and especially in the next story part, hopefully. And last but not least, the Legend. Gift colors this time for Diona are green to purple with Slash Curse, Mighty Blessing, and all attack power up. Basically, increase skill power on attacks that hit all enemies, basically group attackers. Good for mob clearing. Good for mob clearing if you want to synthesize your items that will be given to a group attacker. So yeah, Diona, very good character. Not necessarily too powerful for a supporter character, but if you want to take advantage of status affliction or item gauge recovery, then you go get her. I'm just gonna looking forward to get her anyway off stream. So, Fashionable Kitty Mieke, and you know XP is gonna say big for this one. So yeah, Fashionable Kitty Mieke, stab attacker. Previously, Floke has stab defender, and for this pattern we have Mieke the stab attacker. Now, in the Japanese version, there's a promotional campaign to introduce one character with a stab affinity. Yeah, this happened in the global version, well, suddenly. Now, Fashionable Kitty Mieke has one spinning strike, 110% damage, 8% break, with 106 of weight. Now, just like Diona, she can restore item gauge by 10%, boost road speed by 5% with a maximum of 10 for the battle, and high chance to inflict paralysis for 2 turns. Ah, this is quicker to inflict than Diona then. Sorry. Hopping Twirl, this is all targets this time. Mob clearing, 260%, 206% damage, 15% break, 175 ticks of weight. And before attacking, she will debuff all enemies' stab resistance by 25% and boost targets receive physical attack damage by 50% for 2 attacks. After attacking, she will boost her own physical attack by 10% with a maximum capacity of 30% per battle. Now, I'd say this is pretty neat, especially if you're focusing her as a dedicated attacker. This happens all the time. If you want to likely... if you're tired of seeing you and her throwing booties, come on. Mieke is also a good alternative. At least, but however, you're gonna be hearing her saying big all the time. Now, I say this one is pretty cool because this will be useful for the next attacker, or unless Mieke goes for a second turn. Now, if you have a stab team, then I think this is useful. Especially if you have stab supports, then or any physical supporter, because the one to go because she will keep stacking her physical attack until the battle ends because she has a cap of 3. By the 4th skill 2, I think she is already at her high potential because she can amplify damage to enemies with debuff stab resistance. Alright, Big Mieke Impact.
待機中です。ミーケの本気見せちゃうよ。さあ盛り上がっていこう。これでおしまいだね。
Unlike Heidi's burst skill, however, this one is slightly higher. This boosts her attack penetration by 150, basically decrease defense, decrease any regard on defense points. Before attacking, she will boost physical attack damage by attack damage received by 50% with a maximum of 100%. Basically, Mieke is already strong enough to attack one boss or elite enemy before she can even initiate an attack. I do have to note that if you were to 5-star her, she has 531% damage, 93% stun with 206 of weight. After attacking, as long her next turn is not a burst panel, she will convert that into a boost panel. She'll also create that boost plus panel if the panel is empty. So, as long as Mieke does not land on burst panel, I think this will activate. It can replace debuff panels, so good luck with that. I think Mieke is going to be a great addition to your group attacker, and as well as a boss clearing burst skill attacker. I would say it's likely going to compete with Swartz Swoop or Chapter 8 Duna, considering these two characters are also focused on one dedicated enemy to attack. So Big Mieke Impact is basically she'll be smashing the stars to the ground towards the enemy. So, Rising Excitement, when using panels or receiving HP recovery, she will boost her own physical attack by 10%, stackable up to 100% per battle. She will also increase her own stab damage by 30% for 1 turn, basically increase the affinity damage. However, there is a limit to this one. She can only go up to 5 turns. So, for battle, I think, this one's the one caveat that you might have to expect because while she has very stackable buffs, this one, however, the increased stab damage is going to be a limited time. So, I think it'd be best if you can clear a battle with Mieke in your party early before the stab damage buff runs out. But at least using panels and then receiving HP recovery is her best treat because you can do that 10 times. 10 heals or 10 paddles received. Now this one, boost effects received from positive paddles by 3. So increased skill power up, and if the attack target is inflicted with these status elements, especially Royal Authority, boost damage by 50%. Basically, Mieke is well favored with status effects, including her own paralysis or Lara's Royal Authority, so it's best if you have a Lara team dedicated to ya. So, Flash of Inspiration grants creator characters initiative. Basically, any of your characters within this tag will get the first turn. Boost skill damage by 50%. For those who are wondering, it's still this one, the Lara Kingdom characters. Now, gift colors this time, actually, you know what? Lanterna as usual creator and also energetic. Hyokinsha. Now, gift colors finally. Red to actually, that's the other way around. Gift colors this time, blue to red. Stab blessing, critical finish, and big single attack power up. Unlike Diona, however, Mieke is more focused on single target skill powers, so good luck with that if you're gonna use her for synthesis. But I doubt it's gonna be a good opportunity because, well, the global version is slowing down. But if you are in the Japanese version, I think Mieke is pretty good. SSS on my treat. I'm pretty sure it will be slight letdown if you don't have the appropriate supports that Mieke will need, especially if you're gonna use her as a dedicated stab attacker. Just saying. Now, time for the Tour de Queen's Radiance. Illustrator this time is by Karanagare-san. Favorable this time for Mieke, I think, because this one boosts skill damage by 23% for all allies. Oh wait, so I guess Diona can utilize this, or if you have a slash support, then you might be able to use this one. So any character with slash affinity, but it's more favorable for Diona. This boosts skill damage by up to 23% for all allies. You can tell because both defense stats are up by 23.75%. Is it a good pick for your last collection of Memoria in the global version? I think not. If you have existing Memoria that favors slash that has slash affinity supported, then I think you'll be able to. I think you might be able to get this Memoria at a chance. But if you have 200 Legend Fes metal pieces, I think you can get this one. I mean, it's a beautiful illustration, to be honest. So yeah, that's going to be it for part 2 of the Legend Fes Banner. I was supposed to be splitting it into 2 parts. So next up will be Magda and Brad, and each have their own Legend Fes Banner. So 2 Memoria and 2 characters coming up. But yeah, see you guys next time.
大勝利ビッグ